Heading down into the water. Still got another 24 feet past this one to install, plus the cable. Another little trick when putting this boat launch in by yourself is to set the water end supports before you take it deep into the water. So attaching the 8-foot piece to the 16-foot rail extension, and then dropping the legs down in the water end section before you put it into the water, plus attaching the cable is essential so you don't have to dunk your head. It's just makes things a whole lot easier, and this is what I've learned from experience installing this boat launch. So I've got everything going here now. You wrap the cable around the boat's winch 5 times, and then it comes underneath all the way down. Now you can see it laying there. The 8-foot piece is connected to the 16-foot water end piece to make 24 feet, which is the last section that's going in. Connection here. There's the cable waiting. When I get it deeper into the water, I'll connect it at the bottom water end of the rail system here. Okay, well there is the majority of it. I just haven't hooked up the cable yet. There's the end of the cable. I have to bring out a hand winch to do it because I like it to be nice and tight. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. It should take me about a half hour. So this is generally what the completed model looks like, with, without the boat. The cart runs up and down the rail system here. And it doesn't have to be completely 100% level. Like the boat's just not going to fly off that easily. It really is secure. You feel it when you're in the boat coming up the launch, how secure it is. Got about 17 feet underwater, so I don't know, it's not the best, but it's enough. We'll get it out there. Hopefully the water level doesn't go down this year. The final stage of this boat launch installation is hooking the cable up, and you need to hook it up very tightly. So in order to do this, I use this hand cable winch. It helps me attach it securely and tightly so the boat launch and its push-pull system will function well going up and down the rail system.
Now I'll get it nice and tight. Not too tight, but you're nice and tight. That's about perfect right there. Just one little tip, not to extend this out too far, that you do not want to go down the wire, because every inch that you take away is an inch less that the cart can go down the rail system. So you want to just keep these two up as close to you can to the cart itself, and that way you give yourself lots of room to extend down.
Well, it's totally in the water now, but I've got one small problem, and this is what happens when you install these boat launches, is a lot of times you have to adjust. Sometimes you even have to cut some of these legs that you put in because they're just too long for the boat launch to go over, and that's what's happened here. If you can see right by where the boat launch bar sticking out is, there's a leg that sticks up that's too high. It's probably maybe not even a quarter of an inch too high, but it's just enough to impede its progress. So I'm either going to have to try to get a rock out from underneath and sit it down further, or I'm going to have to cut the top off an inch or so off that leg right there.
All I had to do was move a few rocks with my foot. Sometimes you get lucky like that, sometimes it's more involved and you'll need to cut, but cutting the support is the last resort. You don't want to cut it unless you have to, because you never know how things change from year to year on your install. So I got pretty lucky with the rock situation. I didn't even have to dip into the water. I just moved it with my foot, and that turned out really well. And as you can see, the boat launch is totally in. This is how it looks. This is how you leave it when you're out on your boat. And when you come back, you go into it, tie it on, and pull it up.
The rail system makes a lot more noise when there's no weight on it. That's why it seems to be jingling and jangling around. But once the boat's on top of it, it quietens right down. Now I just have to check the lines that hold the boat on, and I gotta grease the cart wheels, and then it should be good. I might add in another fastener on the end of the cart that I was doing earlier today, just for extra support. Since it seems to have a lot of room down at the end, the cart is fully submerged. Nice and tight. Same over here. Now you see the separation on the stainless steel cable between the two strands? You want to keep it that way. You don't want those crossing. If they're crossed, then it's not installed properly. This is how it should end up. Just like that, one over top of the other.